Good day everyone. I am Adam Sanding, no? So I am the fourth reporter for today. Let me delve in to the realm of community development, no? Where we will be going to explore the essential roles of community-based organizations or yung tinatawag na CBOs and the people's organization and fostering positive change at the local level. So, of course, dito malalaman natin kung gaano nga ba ka-importante ang CBOs no, sa pag-build ng isang community and yung people's organization. So, let me first discuss no, yung tinatawag na community-based organization. So, community-based organizations are grassroots, non-profit entities that aim to bring positive changes within a specific community. These organizations operate at the local level and focus on various aspects of societal improvement such as healthcare, environmental sustainability, education quality, technology, accessibility, spaces for disabled, and more. So of course, no, ang CBOs is marami po yan siyang ginagawang implementation of programs and services, no. Sila po ay non-profit organization. Ibig sabihin kapag community-based organization, hindi po lahat is supported by the government. So nabubuo po yan siya, no, from the word community-based, nabubuo po yan siya within the community. So ito po yung formation ng mga taong may kanya-kanyang or may unique needs na pinagbubuklod-buklod po and nagkakaroon po sila ng isang main goal and isang objective, no, na may list of needs na gusto nilang ma-address. So dito po sa community-based organization, tinutulungan po nila yung mga tao, no, sa community na magkaroon ng access sa technology, makapag-aral, yung iba't iba pang needs ng mga tao, no, where it comes to disaster, no, kapag kakailangan nila ng mga tulong na like goods, no. So this community based organization nag-a-assemble po yan sila. Sometimes yung iba is through donation drive, sometimes naman yung iba naman is through government officials, no, yung kanilang mga supportang pinansyal. So tinutulungan po nila yung mga tao, no, para po sila ay makabangon dun sa disaster. So marami pong mga bagay na pwedeng gawin si CBOs. So hindi lang po porket na CBO sila or community-based organization is wala po silang kakayahan to make change, but they have so many power, no, kasi sila po yung mainly nakakaranas nung kaya po na-organize ito dahil sila po mainly yung nakakaranas nung mismong pangyayari. So yung mga nasa government, yung mga nasa taas is hindi po hindi po sila pwede mag-decide doon. So si CBOs, malaki po yung role na ginagampanan nila because they are the representative of their own. So ibig sabihin, they are their representatives, kumbaga na sila yung mag-voice out sa mas nakararami. Of course, of course, CBOs are distinct and in their limited scope, often concentrating on a single project that directly addresses the needs of their community. Staffed primarily by local community members, these individuals bring diverse occupational skills and experiences to the organization, united by a common desire to contribute to the betterment of the neighborhoods. So of course, yun nga po, no, staff primarily by local community members. Ibig sabihin, pinamumunuan po ito ng mga community members, no, ng mga local community members. This individual bring diverse occupational skills. So sometimes nag-form po sila ng iba't ibang mga seminars and workshop, no, para po magkaroon po ng skill yung isang kababayan nila, yung isang nasa community nila, no, na mabigyan po sila ng occupational skills in which yun nga po yung sinasabi nilang they are teaching them how to catch a fish, not by giving them a lot of fish or giving them a fish, no. So dito na i-imply yun siya in which gumagawa sila, nag-organize sila ng mga different na programs and services, no, para matulungan po sila na ma-develop yung kanilang skills at the end of the day pwede nilang magamit para makapagtrabaho sila, makabuo sila ng sarili ng business, no, kumita sila sa sarili nilang paraan. So on this part, of course, nagkakaroon sila ng one goal, no, para ma-address yung needs ng community. So yun nga po yung sinabi ko, this is organized by the community members, no. So of course, nabubuo ito sila sa pamamagitan ng kanilang pagtutulungan, sa pamamagitan ng kanilang visions and missions, no, to contribute, no, to the betterment of course, their neighborhood and their community. The majority of the CBOs operate as volunteer organization with limited paid positions. Their primary fundings is directed toward achieving the group's specific objects. Despite their localized nature, CBOs can tackle significant issues, no, like poverty and community, while may examine external issues, no. So of course, yung external issues or external factors, no. So yung mga external factors, no, inaaral din po yan siya ng mga nasa CBO. So marami po silang bagay na pwede pong i-benefit, no, within the community because they have the power. Of course, kahit hindi po sila supported mainly ng government, no, kahit through donation, they have the power to make a change. Yun nga po yung sinabi ko kanina, dahil of course, they are the one na representative ng kanilang sector, and they are the one na may kakayahan na makapagbago doon and makapag-voice out, no, makapag-lobby ng mga laws na pwedeng maka-impact sa kanilang mga lives. So of course, 'di ba yung sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, no? Another example of this is halimbawa sa isang community wherein mga indigenous people sila. So meron silang community-based organization in which doon namumuno yung mga local community members nila na they are the one who is lobbying, no, who is lobbying different laws, no, or nag-influence sa mga lawmakers, no, para matugunan yung kanilang pangangailangan sa community. So karaniwan po dyan is ayun nga po, sila po yung namumuno, no, na hindi po what I mean is namumuno sila in a way na pwede mag-benefit yung mga nakararami sa kanila. So yun po yung tinatawag na community-based organization. Mainly binubuo siya ng local community members. So napakadali po, napaka self-explanatory kung ano si CBO. So let's move forward, no, sa definition and characteristics naman ni people's organization. In contrast to non-governmental organization, no, it is established by and represented specific sectors of the population such as small farmers, artisanal fisher folk, slum dwellers, and so many, no, that operate at multiple levels, no, championing their rights. So of course, no, championing the rights and interests of their constituents. So, yung people's organization, kung itatanong nyo, ano bang difference, no? Adam, ano bang difference nitong community-based organization and people's organization? Ang pinaka-main difference nitong dalawa is yung scope, no? Yung sa community-based organization, of course, mainly, no, community-based. Ibig sabihin, sa community lang siya nag-exist, no? So, while on the other hand, sa people's organization, pwede po siyang malawakan, no? Pwede pong kahit malayo yung distance, pwede pong magkaroon ng organization dyan. Pwede ka pong makilahok, no? Kahit malayo po yung distance nung isang tao, no? Yun po yung main difference ng people's organization and community-based organization. So, parehas po sila, no, yung karaniwan po na members nito is yung local community members. Halimbawa, yung may mga needs talaga, no, ng pangangailangan. Halimbawa, yung mga nasa tabing dagat, yung mga fisher folks, no. So meron po silang people's organization in which nabubuo po sila dahil meron po silang gustong makamit na karapatan, and meron po silang same goals and interest, no, para po sa kanilang kabubuti, para po sa kanilang benefits, no. So on the other hand, pwede din po yung mga farmers, no, they are fighting for their rights, they are championing their rights, no. Pwede po silang bumuo ng people's organization. So of course, yung mga OFWs, pwede po silang bumuo ng people's organization in which may paglalaban po nila yung kanilang karapatan. So parang same lang po sila, no, medyo different lang sila sa perspective, no, sa perception, but then different lang sila sa terminologies, different lang sila sa scope, but then same po ang people's organization and community-based organization ng goal in which ma-amplify yung lives ng bawat individual, ng bawat community. So, ma-champion yung kanilang karapatan, mabigay yung kanilang best interest, and mabigay yung kanilang pangangailangan. So of course, meron tayong different examples of CBOs and POs, no? So isa po dyan is yung women organization. So on the CBO perspective, no, yung focus on women rights, gender equality, and addressing issues like domestic violence and reproductive health within their local community. So sa POs naman, no, represents women at a broader level, advocating for their rights and empowerment on a regional, national, or even international scale. So, halimbawa po ng community-based organization dito, yung yung marami pong mga women's organization, ng mga women empowerment organizations po na sumusulong on their rights. Kasi nga po, 'di ba, on our history, nag-exist na po yan since dati-dati pa, no, since kopong-kopong pa yung abuse, no, on women, no, yung abuse sa rights ng women. So dito po na part, no, nagkakaroon po ng mga women's organization in which they are fighting, they are championing, they are advocating for their rights, in which um yun yung gusto nila makamtan, yun yung goal nila, yun yung sa tingin nila is mas makaka-benefit sila. Kasi nga, 'di ba, some other community based organization, isa po diyan is yung Gabriela. Kahit po partyless sila, kahit isa po silang party, isa po silang community based organization, and of course a people's organization in which they are fighting for their rights. So of course, andun po, dito po na part is meron po silang mga members, of course, na women, and yung mga main members nila, main leaders nila sa kanilang organization is mga women, kasi nga they are the ones na suffering this discrimination, this abuse, no? So kailangan andun talaga. So hindi po mag-create ka ng women's organization na puro lalaki yung mga members, no? Kailangan andun yung representation ng women, kasi nga yun yung perspective na hinihingi, kasi walang maniniwala sa'yo kasi na lalaki yung organization, lalaki yung mga members ng organization, tapos women organization, no, yung dala-dala ninyo. So hindi po yun siya papakinggan ng kamara, papakinggan ng mga lawmakers, no, ng mga nasa government officials, kasi wala po yung perspective po, wala po yung voice ng women mismo. So kailangan po kapag mag-create ka ng women's organization, andun po dapat yung perspective ng women, no? So of course, kasi po hindi po tayo pwede mag-decide ng kung ano yung gusto nila. Kailangan po sila po mismo yung mag-speak up, sila po mismo yung magsalita sa kung ano yung kailangan nila. We have the LGBTQ plus organization, no? So under CBO perspective, no, work locally to support, advocate, and educate on LGBTQ issues within their community. Sa people's organization naman na perspective, no, advocate for LGBTQ rights and inclusion at a larger and societal level, representing the community on a broader platform. So, doon sa tinatawag na LGBTQ organization, marami pong sa ngayon, no, dahil napapakinggan na po yung rights ng mga nasa LGBTQ, no. So, marami na po nag-exist na mga organization in which they are parang sumusulong sila ng empowerment, no, sa mga LGBTQ, sa kanilang karapatan, no, dahil tao rin po sila, naiiba man po sila, no, pero dapat pantay-pantay pa rin yung pagtingin natin sa kanila, kasi nga there are the kumbaga nasa modernization na tayo, and hindi po dapat tayo maging close-minded, not parang kumbaga if we don't have something nice to say, no, pwede na tayong tumahimik na lang, kasi dito sa mga LGBTQ organization, they are fighting for their own rights, they are championing their own rights. So tayo, kung meron tayong karapatan, meron din po silang karapatan. So dito sa LGBTQ organization, of course, alam natin kung ano yung pinaglalaban nila, yung gender equality, no, yung gender equality in which wala pong biases, no, wala pong discrimination para po sa kanila. Of course, tayo as a future social workers, I hope that let us be open-minded, no, sa mga LGBTQ organization, dahil someday, no, baka po maka-work po natin sila, and hindi po tayo ganun ka kuan, 'di ba? So dapat open tayo sa kanila, hindi po tayo dapat nandidiri, no, i-discriminate sila, kasi kumbaga modernization na tayo, and 2020 na guys, no, so 2023 na, so hindi na po pwede yung i-apply natin na just because they are gay, just because they are lesbian, no, mahina sila, or they, salot sila, ganun. So of course, tayo dapat yung manguna, of course, tayo dapat yung mag-frontline na protektahan yung kanilang karapatan, no? So in just a simple way, pwede natin silang pwede nating ipaglaban yung karapatan nila, dahil tao rin po sila, no? So yun po yung main goal ng LGBTQ organization, no? Yung pag-empower po ng kanilang rights, pag-empower po ng kanilang needs, ng gender equality, ng no discrimination among them. Next, we have the youth organization, no? So on the community-based organization perspective, no, youth organization na which empower young people, provide education, skills development, and advocate for youth-related policies with specific locality. So, sa PO naman is yung representation ng group ng youth, no, in a demographic level. So, yun nga po yung nasabi ko, no, si community-based organization and si PO is nagdi-differ lang po siya sa scope. So, of course, meron pong mga youth organization po na malawakan, ibig sabihin sa buong Pilipinas, no, meron silang formation in which sa Luzon meron, sa Visayas meron kwan, and sa Mindanao meron naman. So, sa youth organization, ito po yung mainly na nagsusulong sa karapatan ng mga kabataan. So, as they always say, no, yung mga kabataan ang pag-asa ng future. So what about today, no? So what about the present? So kailangan nandoon yung mga youth organization ngayon because hindi po dapat na on the future pa lang tayo maging pag-asa. So pwede tayong gumawa ng action to be the present leaders, no? Pwede po tayo mag-empower ng fellow youth natin, pwede po tayo mag-empower ng mas nakakatanda sa atin kasi tayo kumbaga magkaiba yung generation natin noon sa ngayon. So hindi po dapat natin sabihin na yung kabataan is pag-asa ng bayan. So ibig sabihin lang nun is walang kakayahan na mag-work yung mga kabataan ngayon. So kailangan sabihin natin is ang kabataan is pwedeng maging pag-asa ng ngayon, no? So hindi po dapat natin sabihin na they are the leader of the future, no, because they are leaders of today, yung mga youth organization. So dahil po masyado po akong nakaka-relate dito sa youth organization because I have a lot of youth organization. So doon po nag-empower po kami ng different na youth, no, within Central Mindanao, within Maguindanao, no, within Cotabato City. So pwede po na meron po silang iba't ibang mission, meron po silang iba't ibang goals, no, in which they are empowering their fellow youth. So sa youth org po, pwede po mag-empower ng responsible use of social media, pwede po mag-empower ng non-violent communication, pwede pong mag-empower ng children's right, no? So meron pong iba't ibang way para maka-empower po tayo ng fellow youth natin. So ganun po nagwo-work si youth organization. So next naman is the elderly associations, no? So on the CBO perspective, addresses healthcare, social isolation, and elder abuse within a local community. So sa PO naman, advocate for the rights and well-being of the elderly population on the broader scale. So of course, kung makikita nyo, hindi lang po youth organization, hindi lang po LGBTQ organization, women organization, no? Yung meron din po tayong elderly association in which doon nalalaman po ng mga nasa lawmakers, mga government official, mga barangay officials, mga social workers, no, kung ano yung pangangailangan ng mga nakakatanda. Of course, they are also the vulnerable one within our society, within our community. So nagkakaroon po sila ng community-based organization and people's organization para mapangalagaan yung rights nila. So on this part, nag-empower po sila ng kanilang needs, no, yung access to basic health services, sa maraming bagay, no, yung iba naman po is kapag wala na po nangangalaga sa kanila, pwede po silang pumunta sa mga Bahay Maria. So yun po yung iba't ibang community-based organization na pwedeng tumulong po dun sa mga matanda na na homeless na po, wala na pong someone na gusto mag-alaga sa kanila, no, pinupunta po sila sa Bahay Maria. So on the other hand, no, yung sa elderly associations, dito po na-address po mainly yung needs po ng mga matanda, no. So syempre, no, hindi lang po tayo na bata, yung may mga pangangailangan, yung mga matatanda rin po, kahit hindi na po nila kaya protektahan yung sarili nila, meron pa rin po silang rights. Dapat po meron po din dapat sila accessibility, no, meron din po dapat silang support on basic health services, no, para po mapangalagaan and ma-empower, no, magkaroon ng betterment sa kanilang sector. So ang panghuli po ay ang tinatawag na disability support groups, no. So sa CBO perspective, focus on ensuring equal rights, accessibility, and support services for individuals with disabilities within a specific community, no. Sa PO perspective, advocate for disability rights and accessibility considerations on a wider societal platform. Of course, no, sa disability support groups, pinapangalagaan niyo po yung mga rights nung mga PWDs, no, yung mga person with disabilities, no. So, of course, dito na-empower tayo na pangalagaan, of course, yung kanilang karapatan. Kasi dapat tayo, no, sa disability support groups, ina-empower po nila na sinasabi nila na ang person with disabilities ngayon dapat tinatawag na person with abilities, kasi hindi porket, no, person with abilities, kasi hindi porket na PWD sila, no, they cannot do anything, they cannot do anything to change something, no. So pwede po silang mag-advocate para sa sarili na, pwede po silang magtrabaho, pwede po silang mag-create, mag-craft ng change sa community. So tinatawag po sila ngayong person with abilities. Malaking bagay po na malaking bagay po na nasa modernization na tayo, kasi patuloy na po na ina-accept po yung different sectors, no, patuloy po na nababawasan yung discrimination and bawas. I'm not saying na it is kumbaga nabura na. So what I mean is na lesson na, no, halimbawa sa women organization, no, sa mga elderly, sa youth, no, sa LGBTQ and sa disability sa mga may disability, no. So ngayon po is nababawasan na po yung kanilang nararanasan na discrimination, nararanasan po na paghihirap, no. So meron na pong iba't ibang community-based organization na malaking bagay po na meron ganito, and may mga people's organization na nagsusulong ng kanilang karapatan dahil kumbaga sa isang circle, no, bahagi po sila nun. Sa isang circle, sa community, bahagi po sila nun, and dapat hindi po sila ma-left behind. So kailangan tayo bilang tayo is normal, no, or may mga pangangailangan din, no, tayo dapat is manguna, no, para mag-frontline dun sa pangangailangan nila, kasi dapat tinuturing natin sila na kasama dun sa community na yun, and hindi po dapat natin sila ipagsawalang bahala lang. So in conclusion, no, both community-based organization and people's organizations play pivotal roles in addressing the diverse needs of communities, no. While CBOs operate at the grassroots level, focusing on localized issues, POs extend their influence to advocate for broader societal changes, no, representing specific sectors and championing their rights on a larger scale. So, thank you very much for your attention, no. So, yun lamang po ang aking report about the community-based organization and the people's organization. So I hope that you have learned something, no. So that's it. Thank you very much.